Hey guys, and welcome to the Saturday stream. We are, of course, playing Kerbal Space Program Career Mode Extraordinaire. And I think today, it's finally time that we finished one of the missions that has been hanging over my head for months now. Absolute months. If I come down here and have a look, can you guys see this? Yes, you can, just before people turn up and talk all over it. We need to make ground contact with Eve, and then we also need to return from a flyby of Eve. Two things that I think we can get done today. I was umming and ahhing about whether to do a manned mission to the surface of Eve, but I think... I know, you guys can convince me of that if you want. You guys can convince you. Hey, another three. Hey, Akroy. Hey, Kerbal Tech and Kerbal Madness. How you guys are doing out there? Hopefully everything is coming on. Can I have a quick look at your Discord? Maybe. Yeah, are you about to ask me if you can put that video up again? Because you know what the answer is, buddy. Like, you aren't... You know it. You know it. Let's go and have a look. In the KSP pit? Yeah, no, everything looks okay there, man. Everything looks okay there. Okay, let's get back to what we're actually supposed to be doing. Now, we want to make ground contact. So what type of thing do we need to actually make ground? Now, do we, my screen is black and I can't see the stream. Is this normal? No, that is not normal. Let me just play mine and make sure it is working. No, mine looks alright. The answer is no, number three, you know this. Yeah, no, mine looks okay. We've got a loading screen right now. But if I come back over here... Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Everything is working fine. That was a bit of a confusing one there. Okay, right. So what are we going to land on the surface of Eve? I'm feeling one of these. You know, we need something like that. We also probably need a communications antenna worthy of the name relay. Of course, we're going to need some sort of stability control. If we're just landing, we don't really have to worry about anything other than. Yes, you did ask. Well done, buddy. But I'm fairly sure you knew what the answer was before it happened. Let's go around this way. For those of you wondering, I run quite a PG Discord, and other things like, can I put this thing about sex on it? And I'm like, no. just no. One of these down here. I mean, like, is this actually going to make ground contact? Do you think this can do it? Like, I'm going to put a heat shield, massive heat shield on it. That's obviously a thing that needs to be done. But like, just making ground contact should be relatively simple. That's not going to be anywhere near hard enough to withstand the pressures that we are going to put this under. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's start retracted though. And now we need a heat shield big enough to cover the whole lot. Heat shields are the key, shall we say, to making it back from Minmus. Not Minmus, Eve. I know what I'm talking about. I've got a feeling that is not going to hold. Didn't just YOLO post it. I know. Cool. Well done, man. Well done. Okay, let's come through to the coupling. I think we need something that needs to be able to break off, right? That's a thing that needs to happen. So when this gets there, that's all that's going to happen. So that'll be ground contact. That is definitely a thing that's happening there. Do we want to bring this back? I mean, we would have to make an 8 kilometer per second Delta V ship to make it back. Let's like if we click on Eve. We got 1.5 there. I mean, I don't. If we're going to do the mission properly, don't worry, you just missed a small interaction about his Discord. So yeah, there's nothing really to worry about. Nothing really to worry about. I think that's going to do well for us, though. That will get us down to Eve, right? Oh no, I've got. Wait. Serious things are missing here. Serious things are missing. Let's come in here and let's get some radial parachutes. That's what I left this space for. And do we put some drogues on top to help as well, or do we just go, hey, Rigel, how's it going, buddy? How's it going? We're currently working on a way to get to Eve, that most elusive of targets out there. One of the hardest ones to actually go and get your face stuck into, it turns out. Like this. And then all the way up, if we can. No, come on, you're not liking that? You like that, and you like that. Okay, cool. There we go. That works out pretty well. We could probably do with a little RTG on here rather than these solar panels. So let's do that as well, as we're not actually short of plutonium at any point. So we'll make do with that. Problems are fixed. You can see the stream. Unfortunately, YouTube is now telling me I am having stream troubles. Let's Let's just make sure my OBS is up. No, that's telling me fine. It's literally YouTube that's telling me there's problems. I think we should be fine, though. Normally when YouTube's like, oh, I've got a little bit of a problem here, it's not really too much of a problem. I'm going to now come back to... I want to put that up onto this screen and let you guys have a look at it. Can I zoom in? Why is this not letting me zoom in? Normally it would let me zoom in. Okay, I'm going to right click and go view image, and then that should let me zoom in. We're going to Eve, of course. Now this 8 kilometers is the landing delta V, but I've got no problem with that. What I need to work out is the return delta. Okay, so whilst we might be returning from do we want to do the Kerbal return with aero braking, or do we want to... I think I'm just going to do some maths, and we're going to end up doing it at full burn rather than trying to do the fancy aero brake. So is that really just an 80 from there? Is that really what we're being told? So I'm going to call it 950 with the extra 500 here. That's 1500, give or take. Let's call it 1600 delts here, plus 19, 12, 30. 3 kilometers, roughly, give or take, to get from Kerbal and back. So we want that both. We want that twice, okay? 30 kilometers. So I'm going to do this with the power of the nuclear engines, I think, probably. So if I come and get... I mean, they are mainly... Oh, we're on the wrong size. We're on the wrong size. That's okay. I can work with that. Rocket fuel monopropellant. I'm looking for the liquid adapter. Liquid fuel fuselage, short. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I don't know whether we're going to have the size. Yeah, a lot of my time the stream says it doesn't have enough sufficient Wi-Fi, but my stream is running smooth. Yeah, it happens a lot to me. Happens a lot. Let's get 4 of these, and I want to like radially attach them. Am I just going to go like that? It's not the greatest look. It's not the great. Oh, hey, give it back. If we go like here and here, does that matches up better? That matches up better. Okay, cool. I would like to go for the engines and the nuclear fuel tanks. This is the stage that's going to get me home. Which means it needs a thinking stage. Needs a thinking stage because this is not coming back from Eve. That robotic top there. Maybe we do need something that will come back from Eve. What do you guys think? Do we want to put like a manned mission out there? It does seem like a bit of a bad thought process. Like if we do that, I'm just thinking how do I want to? I want to have Kerbals here somewhere. I want to have just a small group of Kerbals going out and doing amazing things. If I go with this 3mm adapter to like that, and then we have another 3mm adapter going this way, there's got to be a landing can. Is that a thing we've got? Where's the landing can? There's the landing can. It can kind of just sit in the middle here. Oh yeah, that's not enough. Oh, are you kidding me? Is that really not enough? Even with this broken... There should have been a coupling device. Do we have the large one? Yeah, there's the large one. So if I break this here as well, that still doesn't look great. But does that? That's still not enough. Leave a Kerbal on Eve, a one-way mission. No, I don't think that's the way it's going to work, buddy. That is not the way it's going to work. This is going to be huge. Not even a little bit big, but absolutely huge. So this bottom stage does 3,000, right? And then this stage is going to land, and this can bring the Kerbal back home. That's what we want. So now what we need is enough fuel to go out there, which is basically the same again, but better. Eve is a bit long. I mean, Eve is difficult. That's kind of why I'm here trying to do it, because Eve is in fact. Ooh, look. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna build a thing. That everyone's going to be like, why are you doing this? This is terrible. But I think we'll be okay. We got to make it out. So I want to put another 4,000 or 5,000 delts on there. I think we can do that. Up here somewhere, we're going to take these little. Oh yeah. Ooh. That's a look. I don't know if that's the look I'm going for, but it is indeed a look. I actually want them pointing outwards if I can. Let's go around like this somewhere, like that, or like this. That looks relatively straight. I think I'd like to just ever so slightly do that. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Now give me some orange tanks. Bam. Yeah, we're gonna have 2 sets of orange tanks on the bottom here. This is gonna be huge. I've already said that, but it's gonna be like even bigger than what I just indicated. Let's go for the skipper, or in fact the mainsail. Can we put 4 of those down on the bottom here? Okay, there we go. That is 3.5. I mean, that's a good start. That will get us over to Eve. There's nothing. Oh, I've got no aero braking. No braking into effect. How do we aero brake? How do we aero brake? I think what we do is we aero brake in between this stage, because this one's getting us out to Eve, right? And then somewhere around here is where we do an aero brake. Okay, let's try this, man. The problem with Eve is it's very like once you've got going, you're committed. Is that enough? Is that gonna match up? No, that's not good enough. Big heat shield. Is that big enough? There's a space in the middle. I don't think I like that. Foldable heat shield. That kind of works. All right, we're gonna go with that. If I now deploy, can I not see what it's like deployed? Shroud enabled, disabled. No, it's not as useful as I was hoping for. It's got to be said. It's got to be said. Not as useful as I was hoping for. Let's take that one off there. Put down another bunch of decouplers, and then I'm going to make this even bigger. Question mark? Is that a thing we can do? Even bigger? 3.3. That's the return. Maybe that's good enough. Struts for life. We will have all sorts of struts going between all these, but I think we should be good. They'll fold out for the aero braking. Okay, all right. Let's try this. Let's get some struts in there as well. So if I go for structural, if I could please just come up and through like this. How far up can you go? That far. Okay, connect all those together. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty sound. I like the look of that. I particularly like this sort of diamond shape that we've got going in the middle there. Perhaps we want to do another one at the top. No, I think we're good. I think we're good for now. Where else can we go with this? Eve mission plan. I was supposed to have written down a whole load of stuff for before now. Unfortunately, I'm not great at that sort of stuff, so there we go. Let's put bunches of decouplers around. I actually think I want these big springy ones, and then we'll figure out how we can secure them with struts. I want to do these this side, and we want to have these massive engines at the bottom, the bores or whatever they are, like so. Let's bring up the offset. I want to pull this all the way down to the bottom, and then we're going to have a whole load of fuel coming up the side here. We're going to double that out around so we can have lots of fuel going around. Yeah, it's big. It really is. There, and one more for luck. Let's strut this up, just so we know what's going on. Not only do I want struts going there, but I also want a fuel line, if I can. You coming from there and in, just into there. That would be cool. I want these leading inwards. Let's try and make this look semi-decent. I'm sure a semi-decent design is out there somewhere. Payload, no, aerodynamics are what I want. This nose cone again, maybe, yeah, like that. Okay, that's looking pretty sweet. Got control surfaces. Well, thankfully, as a rocket engineer, I don't use control surfaces. I use gimbaling, so that should be all good. Now this is a bit where it's not going to be all good. Look at that connection there. Look at them. They're just like full-on touching. Can we pull these out and get a little bit of space? We're on the snap to grid, so if I go 2 over this way and then the same on this side, just try and... oh no, hey, we're back here. Didn't realise I was on that scene, to be honest. Let's go back over here. Can we please grab hold of this decoupler and then click this out a bit as well? Looks pretty good. I don't know if we're going to get away with just the one. Perhaps a little bit of struttage up top is also going to help. I've got a feeling we're going to have to do the ultimate Sepratron ballet as we do all our decoupling, but looking so good, looking quite good so far. These are the main sails. No, they're not. Okay, alright, let's put those main sails down, not main sails, the boosters down below. I also want to move the main sails down below. These should all be popping at the same time. Then we go for the aero brake. Okay, stagings are looking pretty good so far. If anybody spots a problem, just shout a stage number at me and we'll try and do something about that. Good. Perhaps now what we want is... What do we want now? Solid boosters. Solid boosters are definitely the thing we want. I'm going to get these small hard points out. No, structural pylons, are they a little bit better? They are a little bit better. I'm going to have them pointing down because that just kind of looks more stable to me. And we're going to put some kickbacks. Biggest solid boosters we got. But, well, of course it's upside down. I put the pylons on upside down. That is what happens when things go upside down. I have just noticed that I cannot see my chat. That is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Let's... Where's the page I'm looking for? You back there. Let's get rid of you. Be with you guys in a sec. Just realised that I don't have all the things I need set up to be able to do the stream properly. Which is silly, because I must have, closed it down when I started, because I really did have everything running beforehand. So I want my dashboard, and I also want that Delta V map, because that was useful. Delta V map's always useful. Okay, welcome back, guys. I see your chat now. That was a little annoying. Right, let's move this up. Are those kickbacks going to be enough? Here's the question. Are they going to be enough? I don't know. Oh, man. Now my stream's starting to do weird things. Typical Twitchy, lol. From experience, even with gimbaling, I recommend adding control surfaces. I will be putting some fins down the bottom here, probably on the outside of these stages. Oh, yeah, maybe, because the solids are not going to be hanging around for anywhere near enough time. Around like this. Is that how we want it? That's looking pretty good. Yeah, alright, let's put those fins on, as it seems to be triggering Kerbal Tech. Was it Kerbal? Oh, sorry, Kerbal Madness. Kerbal Madness. This way. Let's go for this black line here. And then we'll put another one on this black line over here. And then we'll try and do the same on this side. And hopefully the fins won't interact too much. Yeah, just touching the tips. Just touching the tips. That's alright. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Let's bring it down just a little bit more. Something like... It still feels a little out of line. Still feels a little out of line. Maybe I should have snapped it to grid a little bit better. Okay, that's looking good. That's looking good. In fact, everything's looking pretty strong right now. We could definitely make this look a little better, but I think we're there. We're there for our first test anyway. I've got to be honest, I don't know how long until the EVE encounter window. It's something that I forgot to look up before the beginning of stream, how far away this actual save was from it. It's got to be there some... No, did you not like that? Connect over this way then? Okay, cool. Let's just think about this now. Let's spend some moments giving it some thought. Let's get this staging set up right again. Okay, well, the best way of applying Sepratrons, to my mind, is with a little upwards tilt. Like so. And then if it pushes on the top, it's going to pivot around its centre of mass. Is that in the right spot? They're not. In the right stage, they're not. I would like you guys? Yeah, you guys. To go... Well, for starters, these should all be in the same stage as well. Okay, you guys go up here and into that. Okay, that's pretty sound. And then I'd like to get a copy of you and put you on... Oh, man, I'm looking at this the wrong way. Let's turn around here and we can come into this side like this. Okay, that should make a pretty good launch-capable vessel. That's you and you. Okay, that's pretty good. We then have these big ones to worry about. I think once again we can do this with the power of the Sepratron. We're going to have an upwards turn there. Where did that actually go to? That's down there. Okay, we want them, yes, on this set of decouplers up here. Got to make sure when things go flying apart, they go flying apart, not into each other. That's my plan anyway. Here's my plan. Let's see if we can get to the bottom here. Like to put one. It doesn't matter if it's not central. Doesn't really matter. And then we'll put one on this side. And hopefully they'll turn into each other and there'll be beautiful explosions before they explode my tanks. Maybe. What are we calling this craft? What are we I have a rocket design that can easily lift 14 tons to the moon with leftover fuel. How good would that do going to Eve? That should be good enough to get to Eve. You're not going to land on Eve, and you'll probably have trouble stopping at Eve. But it should be fine. It should be fine. I've just noticed this guy here has no electric, no power, no communications, no nothing. This is his little return vehicle here, and he needs to have everything. So we're going to start off with solar panels here, and easy there. You and you, that looks pretty good for power. Just in case, let's also put some RTGs down. You never know whether I'm going to get whether the sun might disappear. The sun might very well disappear. This is a problem I faced before. It's not a problem I faced before, never. But still. Stash box. There's a stash box on the side here. That's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, what else are we looking for? We got power. We need communication. Not those. This. Just up there like that, or just down here like this. Yeah, that looks super aerodynamic. I think you guys will agree with me there. Okay, let's take those away. Let's see if we can do it with these. Like that plus that equals how much? Can we get rid of this, please? So 30 to 60 for the 4 down below, up to 120 for 8 of them, and this does 100. So yeah, that should be maybe good enough. I mean, we're only going out to Eve. It's not like we're going for a deep Elu mission. Anything else I'm missing? Is there anything else I'm actually missing? Does anybody... Look, hey, the Knight of the Great Beyond, how are you doing? You're just in time to tell me if you think that I'm missing anything from my Eve mission here. Literally all we're going to do, I don't know if you guys can read this down here, not really, but I'll just point my mouse next to it and you get to see. We need to make ground contact with Eve. As a vessel, make good ground contact with Eve to achieve this goal. So that's what this thing up the top here is about. It's going to land. You see a massive heat shield down below. And this one is return to Kerbin from a flyby. And this part here is the bit that's going to do the flyby. We might slow down and get into orbit. I kind of want to do that anyway. We might not. Now, who are we going to send on this massive journey? Where are people? let's have a look in our astronaut. Who's assigned right now? Excuse me. Name it Twitchi's Dream. Okay, that sounds like a good one. Yeah, we'll go with Twitchi's Dream. Are you on Discord? I'm not right now. No. Catalina is in Minma Space Hab. Jeb is, of course, out at Jeb's Elu home. Scrap Collector, Valentina, and Bill. Okay, we'll have to do something about that at some point. So who are we going to send instead? Well, Maudrine... Oh, did Maudrine die? Maudrine did die. Okay, Jatris. Do we send Jatris is our highest qualified. Let's send the high qualified people. Do I want to send an engineer or a scientist now? I mean, Sam Wynn is the man. He's got, like, all the stats. But an engineer is just useful to have along, you know what I'm saying? Useful to have along. Okay. Twitchies. I don't know if it takes the apostrophe. Dream. Okay, because it's a fevered dream. Save it, launch it. You know what I'm going to do as well? We got to make sure it can even work, right? Oh. Oh, man. I'm out of money. I got half the money I need. Well, I mean, like, how can we make 300,000? Let's kill that simulation, because that's not what we're doing now. That's annoying. That is super annoying. Super annoying. Mission control. What have you got for me that's worth a lot of money? Science data from around Lathe. I mean, that is worth a fair bit of money, but not quite as much as I was after. This is all reputation. Ike Juna. Atmospheric flight. Oh, gosh, really? Where you're too poor. Lol. Specific orbit of Gilly, a new orbital station around Gilly. This sounds a bit more my doing. Have a facility. Okay, should we just do this for funds? For not just for fund, but for funds as well. Let's do that. Oh man, I can't believe it. Okay, so what does a Gilly station look like? And we're also going to have to put a similar looking lift mechanism on it. Maybe we can merge that lift mechanism that we were using. In fact, I might go... No, Eve is not going to wait. No, like Gilly is the moon of Eve. We're going to that place right now. So I'm going to save this, and then I'm going to nab this. I really do hope that wasn't my girlfriend getting stuck outside. Hold up a sec, guys. Oh no, she's right there. That's cool. Ship assemblies. Okay, let's have a look here. I want to call it. What are we going to call this one? I probably wanted it with the decoupler, right? Let's grab that. I'm going to call it quarter Eve lift. Should we 1/4 Eve lift? Something like this. Yeah, just like that. Okay, save that up. That's a good one. We'll keep that. Now I want a new one. Scrap it all, start again. Don't save. So once again, let's come down here. Let's move you guys. Oh man, it's always hard to know where to move you guys. Can I shrink you? That's too small. You guys can't read that, right? Anyway, whilst I'm talking about this, build a new station that has antenna, docking port, and can generate power. 5 Kerbals, viewing cupola. I mean, like already they've showed us how we're going to make this. So if we start with the viewing cupola, however you want to pronounce it, and then get the what was I looking for here? Is there a hitchhiker's canister? That's in utility, isn't it? Indeed it is. You right there. Okay, so that should already be 5 Kerbals. Let's double check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. Alright, tick that one off the list. Build a new station that has an antenna, a docking port, and can generate power. So where are we going to put the docking port on this thing? I mean, I suppose we want to like put some fuel top and bottom. That might be a good idea. So it can like move itself around and do the things that you want a station to be able to do occasionally. So just that, and that, and then what's ideally what we want to do is, let's have a look at the weight of the cupola here. 1.8 tons. How much does the poodle weigh? This is the next question. 1.75. That seems pretty good to me. That is a balanced ship. Unless this is 0.005, in which case we'll put this down below, and then that is actually balanced if we do that and that and that. Does it tell us what the weight is without having to move this out of the way, Kerbal Engineer? 0.02. I mean, like that's not quite balanced, but it's pretty good. Can you go away, please? Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Okay, right. We definitely need some monoprop now. That is a must for any space station. I think you guys will agree. We're going to start looking a bit long in the tooth if we carry on like this, but I think that should be fine. And then we'll figure out how we can launch it with like a cluster of rockets around. We also need to put docking ports on there, which thankfully I can do like loads. Structural surface attachment. Do I want to do these, or just want to go straight for docking ports as they are? I mean, like we can go like that, and then also whilst we're at it, coupling. These are the ones that I'm looking for. Not those ones, these ones, and we can just pop them on the side like this. And that's the docking ports taken care of. Has docking port can generate power. Well, obviously what we're going to do for that is to put down some photovoltaics here and here. Okay, that's already relatively cheap. Yeah, latest madness. Lol. I mean, ideally what we want now is a system that docks onto these to move it around, right? I mean, what is the distance between that and that? How do we make sure that they fit together well? Also, I'd kind of like to put some batteries on here. Just, it seems like a good plan. Just seems like a good plan. So this is going to fly around Gilly fine. I think we're actually going to end up moving this to What's the word I'm looking for? To Eve itself. This will be like the mission that we put around Eve. Yes. Yes, and then we can fly the other guys back. Yeah, okay, all right. I've got ideas. So what are we going to do about moving this interplanetary wise? Well, of course, the first thing we can do is get a nice structural down. We need to put about 3,000 or 4,000 delts. So on the next thing that pops up here, we need to have about 3,000 or 4,000 written down for us to be able to make the transition. That shouldn't be too difficult. So one of these down on the bottom here. Let's just see what happens if we do it with... I don't like that. I've got a thing in here in my sub-assemblies. Where is quarter lift for Eve? I don't want that. Big lift 1, no. Booster out rate. There should be something called interplanetary. Interplanetary, sorry. Which is pretty good. I don't want this. No. You, go. Okay, thanks. Let's figure out how this is going to separate off, because this doesn't look right at all. Not even slightly. Not even slightly. So for starters, this needs to attach up here pretty heavily, but at the same time, I don't think we need... I was going to take those other ones away, but I think what I'll do is I'll take these away, and... like that. It's a good interplanetary core, right? I like that. So I said 3. We've got 2.5. Do you reckon we can do that if I pull this off here? I'll also pull this down. Get rid of that. No. Got to move on to my function view rather than the side-on view like this. And then we can put another bit of liquid fuel up top somewhere. Here somewhere. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this one. So just like drag all the oxidizer out of that. All the oxidizer's already missing from that. Snap that back up straight. Okay, that should now be... oh! That's a little tight there. That's a little tight there. Maybe if we take this out and put another one of those doubles down, we should be good to go. And that's a single. I wanted a double. Once again, pull that all the way down. Lock that in place there. I mean, like, we are on tweak scale. I could technically throw one of these down, tweak, scale it up. I don't know if this is going to do us any better. There's a 2. We're at 3 point something. Ooh. They are massively more efficient. Which makes sense. This one? Let's take that off of there. Rebuilding on the fly. Rebuilding on the fly. And then we can just kind of pop these on to about here. That's not... those are not the RCS ports I'm looking for. Like that and like that. Okay, that should be good. I've just noticed I've put a whole load of RCS on the station, but no ports to actually control it. So there are those as well. No antenna or stuff. It's kind of one of the big things that has an antenna can generate. Okay, so let's... where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Let's put... I mean, ideally we want these big ones, right? Ideally, we'd like to do that, but that's going to stop stuff being able to dock. What about these ones? They're also pretty good, and they don't stop things being able to dock. So that's probably the middle stage here. This is what we're going to try and send to Gilly. No, this is what we're going to try and get into orbit. This bit is going to take it to Gilly. How does one rebuild on top of a fly? Well, the first thing you need to do is freeze it so it stops moving around. The good thing about insects is as long as you don't go too far in the freezing process, you don't kill them by chilling them out. You just, like, chill them out, you know. And then you can get the little bits of super glue out and start sticking matchsticks on them is a good place to start, I recommend. And then from there you could just kind of build upwards. Like, you've seen those guys that build the matchstick houses. Yeah, like, imagine one of those just kind of going to town on a fly. That would be pretty cool. I think we've hit everything that we need to be able to actually do here. I would kind of like this to be 45 degrees off. I can't do that just like that, but if we kind of snap it around, is there another way of doing that? Because I want to put the boosters sort of... yeah, that looks good. I want to put them in this spot here. Have I ever did? No, I've seen people tying strings around bumblebees like that, though. So, I used to hang out with some weird people. I think they saw it on the internet one day and then decided to do it themselves, but it doesn't make it any less weird. Let's pull that up there like that. That's pretty cool. And now I want to get out my EVE 1 lift. Ah, yeah. This might not actually... okay, I didn't think about this very well. I did not think about this very well. If I turn this that way... Okay, I'm going to do a thing. Just so we can make this workable. If I take something like this Mark II fuel tank here, it's not a Mark II, it's a 2-meter fuel tank, and then stick this underneath, pull this off like that, get me that, put that back there, question mark, get out of my way. I mean, that looks pretty dope, pretty badass. Who says dope nowadays? Let's just kind of crank this up as far as... Ooh, okay, let's crank this one up as far as it will go. Okay. Hopefully we can now do this. Yes we can, okay. Lots of okays in this set of sentences, but that just means everything's going well. You know that. You know that. So we now want to put another one of these, if at all possible, up on this. Spin it round. No. Spin it around with that button. Probably want to get rid of the Separatrons here, because they're not... You know what, I'm going to leave them there. I don't know when they're going to fire, so we should try and sort that out. Oh, we're going to have, like, major staging issues, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Okay, well, let's try and do that. Poor bumblebees, one flies up real close to me. Yeah, get it away. Cool. Would I consider that animal cruelty? Yeah, I kind of do, actually. Is that all of the... That is all of those. Cool. And then we've got these ones. Trying to figure out what's solid booster and what's... Shouldn't be figuring it out. Look, I could just hover over it and it'll tell me. That's kind of the way this game works. Okay, so those two fire off really well there. What I need is when this one fires, if I can get right in there, I want this one to fire as well. So that's that bottom set there. I've got a feeling some of these engines are in the wrong... No, that's good. When that fires, that goes. All of these bottom engines fire at once. I think... Yeah, we're under budget. Okay, let's go Gilly Station. It's not quite... Like, there was another... Why can't I turn caps off? Let's just save this quickly, because there was another thing, and I think at 10,000 doubts we've probably got enough to get there and do a thing. Hey, Rezaguy, what's going on? There was another contract. We're going out to Gilly to build a station because we didn't have the money to build the ship to go out to Eve. I know that's a little bit counterintuitive as Gilly is around Eve, but I went out and got like little ones like this, look. I mean, that's another 300 grand right there, so I think maybe we'll take this one up and give it a go that way. Yeah, we can do that. We can definitely do that. Oh look, we got some position stuff. Should we go and do that like right now? The do a position one's always very, very easy to take care of. So I'm just going to go do that quick because that's an easy couple of grand in my back pocket. Maybe we'll bust 1 million during today's streak. As we started at less than 200,000, that's not too bad. So somewhere in here is a ship with a very weird name that I can't pronounce. There we go. Atanwaka. I don't think that's an O, and I'm probably sure that the W is not pronounced the W noise. I'm sure people will be like, no! Another 3 in particular, because it was his name, the name of the ship that he chose. I can't remember what it means nowadays. Maybe he'll let us know in the chat. I can't remember. It was something relatively poetic, and I was like, yeah, that's a great name. We should go with that. Geez, so many ships. I've been playing this one for nearly 2 years now. Nearly 2 years, so it's bound to... Oh, that's quite the change of orbit. Which way am I going? I'm going this way. Okay, so we need to go from here, add maneuver, thuswards, and then when we're there... No, give me control back. How dare you? Snap it down. Bring it back this way. Getting close. Getting close. Where do they touch? They actually don't. They actually don't touch anywhere. That's a little bit disappointing. So if I do that maneuver, and then down below I can then just reset it, and that should be all pretty good. Okay, that's cool. That's I can't point this towards where I want to be going. Towards my maneuver node. I also thought, whilst I'm here, I should probably set up a transfer window going from Kerbin to Eve. 220 days. Add that alarm, thank you. We got to do that in a bit. So whilst we're here, I'm going to warp to the next maneuver node. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, KSSR, man! I've been playing for 2 years and still struggle to understand the concept of aerodynamics. God, you guys have been watching for 2 years and you still struggle to understand the concept that Kerbal's aerodynamics are mungy. Ooh, hey, my shroud seems to be bust. Also, I don't seem to be able to move my ship. Is there no SAS on here? Is that what I'm hearing? That is what I'm hearing. Okay, what about... Oh, tiny amounts of RCS. Tiny... Anyway, yeah, how's you doing, KSSR? The name means nuke or Powerpuff Girl. Powerpuff Girl, yes! Makes me wonder what my game will look like if I install mods and add other solar systems to the game. So I've been playing with Galactic Neighborhood. Turns out I didn't like it that much, not for what I was trying to do. But if you're after extra solar systems, Galactic Neighborhood is a great way of keeping the Kerbal system whilst also having all the other planetary systems around. So that's pretty cool if you're into that sort of stuff. I was seriously umming and ahhing about whether to go with that or not. Turns out I'm just going to change the original system that we're in, the Kerbal system. I'm going to use... Is it New Horizons? The one that puts Kerbal around a gas giant. And I'm also going to have the outer Jupiter stuff. The ones that put all the dwarf planets. Unfortunately, they're of massively different scale to each other. The New Horizons pack puts some small planets out in the distance anyway, just their inclination isn't anywhere near as bad as it could be. And then all the dwarf planets from the outer Cupola mod, or whatever it's called, end up being far too close. Like far too close. My periaps touches... Let's go from here, shall we? I think this is the one where we want to add a maneuver. I reckon just a little one of these will probably sort us out good. Yeah, look at that. We're probably a little fast as well. There we go. That's a maneuver we want to do. Almost as if I've been playing this game for so long that I know where I need to go now. Mungy. Do you not like the word mungy? I love the word mungy. It's one that's not around enough in the world nowadays, I think. I really do. Right, gonna give this a shake. Time for some hot chocolate, people. Not a hot chocolate people. Oh, that would be terrifying. Could you imagine that? It's just like these gooey mess of people coming at you. I know about that mod. I'm also considering installing a Kerbal Star System over that mod. It's very... Yeah, I've heard of Kerbal Star System. The thing... All of them are built... let's start this again. So, Outer Planets, New Horizons, Outer Copernicus... Like, all these are planet packs built upon either... it's not. It's Copernicus mod, or the one you were just talking about, the Kerbal Star System mod. I mean, they're all basically the same anyway. Is mungy a slang term? Sort of. I just thought it was a fairly descriptive term myself, but I suppose a few people were like, if the further north you go, the less people understand what you mean by mungy. Just means, you know, it's always exactly as it sounds. When you press into stuff, it's sort of... It munges. Hey, number 3, how's it going there, buddy? We're just doing a quick redirect mission before we send off a ghillie mission. We're sending the ghillie mission out because, surprise, surprise, we don't have the money to send out the Eve mission that I was building. But right now, just doing a small Juno mission to get some monies. Because monies are the thing. Monies are the thing. Maintain stability for 10 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Woo! Alright, that's cool. Let's get back to the Space Center. Yes, indeed. Also going to have a little bit of a drink. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, it gives way easy. It's mungy. I don't know how to describe mungy. Soft, pliable. Oh, are you kidding me? It's got to be Secan. So I've been. Here, let me show you guys. Everyone's like, oh, it's the number of mods you're running. And it's not the number of mods I'm running, because here is one that I've been working on, the one with the contract pack that I've been going on about, and that's got 4 or 5 times the number of mods I'm running on my career mode back there. And this just doesn't crash at all. I've really pushed this one to its paces, and it just doesn't crash. So it's got to be like whatever version of Kerbal this is. Must be. Right, let's get back to this. Hi, please stand by. But we just saw the game. How can you be telling me please stand by right now? It was there. It was there. You guys should be seeing this as well. There we go. Cool. Hi. I didn't click anything there. Did I call Z another 3 again? Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to think about an Eve mission. It's tough, man. It's tough. It's alright. I call out Control Z all the time anyway, so I mean, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Okay, we're back in. Alright, that was annoying. I'm glad that this just loads up so fast. I mean, if the other one ever decides to get as crashy as this, like, it takes a good 5 minutes. A good 5 minutes. I'm sorry, Zed. I'm really sorry. I mean, I wouldn't want to be called another 3 either. Orbit of Kerbin. That's a nice, easy mission right there. Position Kerbin high off. Anyway, right, this is not what we're supposed to be doing. Let's just come over here and show you guys. We've got a specific orbit and a specific station around Gilly that we're going to go set up. Now, over this way in the VAB, hopefully, before the crash, I managed to save it. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Another 3 Metroid not remake? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, let's open this up and have a... What would I have called it? What would I have called it? Please don't be this one. Because you're not supposed to be that one. I don't think I renamed it and saved it, did I? I don't think I did. Oh, Gilly Station, there we go. Small G, small S, Gilly Station. Okay, we need to throw the, what's the word I'm looking for here? The satellite on top. If I collapse those, can you guys see it? You can't. Are you guys better over here? Look, we can put you underneath the parts bin for now. We need to build a new satellite and put it here. Longitude of ascending node, 37 degrees. So that's pretty cool. Man, I've had some hot chocolate and suddenly I've got hiccups. I'm sorry about this, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a better entertainer than this, honest. So let's put that there and let's start thinking about how we build a satellite from the ground up. Does it need anything specific? There must be a new unmanned probe. Is that it? Just a new unmanned probe that has an antenna and can generate power. Okay, so we're just going to put like a little one of these on top. Yeah, why not? And then we'll put a few of these around. Ooh. Come on, work for me. And then we'll put a few of these around it, like that. That's overkill, too extreme, but that's pretty cool. We'll pop one of these on top because they always need one of those, and a little bit of a probe core on top because I suppose they need some sort of probe coring. We want some RTGs around the outside just so it can power itself without having to worry about relying on the sun, because the sun is unreliable when you're floating around planets. Let's just put a bunch of small fixed antennas on the side of it because it's going to be well within range of Gilly here. What do we want to put on top? Hey, that actually sounds catchy in a weird way. A3MNR. Is the picture okay? What do we need? I'm going to a birthday party, so I won't be able to help for tonight. Okay, dude. Yeah, the picture's good. I need to put some. What I need now, and this is a hard one. Okay, so we're just going off track for a little bit to talk about something that I'm working on. So I'm working on this story at the moment. It's all about like the uprising of the colonies in the future. But one of the things that I need to do is set up a scene where I can have the camera in the same place every time, record a bunch of Kerbal animations spotted across the screen, and then layer them up so it just looks like a normal group of Kerbals. I didn't do a very good job of explaining that, but I'll try better. Is there anything else we need here? Is there anything else we need here? Anything else that we need here? Antenna, power, generate power. Does it need I think it needs a battery. Batteries are good, yo. Okay, we've got communications. We've not got, the one thing we've not got is any parachutes, but we're going to Gilly, the moon around Eve, so I think we're just good. I think we're good for that. I think time for one of our first simulations of the game. Taking us an hour to build stuff. It's about standard, really. It's about standard. I think all my staging is set, but this is why we're doing the simulation right now. I'm going to move you guys over to here because we're about to go out into the real world. I mean, I say real world. The simulated world that's also being double simulated. By the way, whose garlic brain is full of garlic spiders? Mine's a Dalek brain. It's full of Dalek spiders. Sorry, I don't catch your reference. I still feel like we've Maudrine's going. I mean, she can stay there. She can stay at Gilly. I don't mind. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, 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 oh. Big, powerful. And we're burning through the solid fuel quicker than a liquid. Always good when that happens. Quite often I build monstrosities like this and we burn through the liquid fuel, the first liquid stages, faster than we burn through the solid stages. Always leaves a bit of a problem. Okay, I just realised I've probably not put enough fins on the bottom. Should we have a look at the aerodynamic overlay for now? Oh, look at that. They are pushing hard. Pushing hard. Let's just keep prograde. Let's just keep prograde. I'm sure it's going to wobble around like no one's business. Like no one's business. No arachnophobia flip outs. No. But maybe a ship spin out here. I'm not sure why it's being quite so twitchy. Chill out, my friend. Chill. Oh, I see. Do you see what's going on here? There's the problem. This is why we do the simulations. Oh yeah, I know what we're going to do with that. It's an easy fix. I'm sure any one of you out there can shout it up into the stream before I even get round to doing it. But which one are we going to go from? I suppose these are the ones that are actually going to be doing the lifting. So we'll go from these. Yeah. And then we'll take this and pop it underneath there. That's not 4 times. I'm a rocket engineer. I don't need wings. No, I need flaps. Not flaps. Let me try again. Fins. They're called fins. They're not called flaps. But indeed, I did not need flaps. What I needed was extra stability around the main core. Turns out that's a thing. And strut up, yo. Who does not have an arachnophobia? So I am not terrified of spiders. But going to pick one up from the corner of the room without a glass and bit of paper, I'd rather not. So, yeah, I don't have arachnophobia. I just don't want to pick most of them up. Yeah, if it was a challenge, your manlyhood depends on you being able to pick up that spider. Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem. I'd just rather not. I would just rather not. What about you guys? Any weird, not quite phobias that you've got? It's the same as, like, people say I've got a fear of heights. I don't have a fear of heights. I have vertigo, which means I get dizzy when I realise that I'm up high. Big difference. I'm not scared of that feeling. I just get a physical feeling. To be fair, I don't like spiders. I just burn them. Fair enough. A little extreme there, my friend. A little extreme. So I note that these liquid fuels are burning quicker than these liquid fuels. This ever so slightly worries. Oh no, we're in asparagus stage. That's all right. That's fine. These ones are feeding into the middle there, so these should not be losing fuel at all. Okay, cool. Nowadays, you don't actually need these fuel lines. You can just tell it which fuel flow to go for, which is good. Which is good. Okay, this is going pretty well. Do we want to go off of directly upright? Is that a thing we want to try yet? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna hopefully a phobia of wasps. So it's a fair phobia. I can understand why you would have it. To be fair, I'm surprised I'm not more scared of bees. The number of times in my childhood that I sat on them, that I grabbed one by accident, that I got stung a lot as a child. Probably why I have like bad histamine reactions nowadays. But I've got, again, no problems with it. No problems with it. How is the chat coming across on the screen? Because I moved everything around, so I want to make sure that it's all good still. Just kind of pull that off like that. Okay, cool. Let's press the view button. Can we see her? Can we see her? Ah, not really. Not really. It's like, yeah, I'm a pilot. I'm a pilot flying a spaceship. Slightly facing the wrong direction, but that's cool. We can live with that. I presume she's the one in control. I presume so. We are going far too upright. This is not going to be an efficient orbital launch. But honestly, with a ship this size, I don't know if I want an efficient one. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We are starting to get a fair number of G's on the acceleration, though, so that's pretty good. I want to start trying to pull over just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Oh, no. There we go. I could feel it starting to lift, to tear away from me, so I just kind of held back towards prograde quite a lot. I do kind of want to put that back on. Oh, look at all those lines. All those lines. Such confusion. Such confusion. How far are we go? With 40-kilometer apoaps, that's pretty good. I'm actually going to hit prograde again. Just ease it on in there. Just ease it on in there. Anything I can do to make this a nice, slow approach. She's turning the wrong way. She's turning the wrong way. I want her to turn with her pointy nose down towards the ground. Yeah, my phobia comes from that last one time flipping the Hornet stuck when you were 6. Yeah. Yeah, Hornets are a thing as well. And by that, I mean they're a thing to worry about, not that they're imaginary else. Yes. Ah, smooth Separatron separation. I like that. I like that. I had them pointed up so that the relative velocities were close to each other. I'm going to just now bring this right down. I've noticed that my apoaps is up. It's up, boy. It's up. I just want to pull it so that I'm maybe not slowing down. Like that. There we go. Got a little bit more, a little bit less than 1G thrust. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I might even stop myself here. Just stop. Then we find out how good my my RCS was, or SAS. I mean, either one. Either one's pretty good. It's not very good at all, actually. Oh no, we've just done the transition to the orbital prograde. Prograde's the one I'm looking for here. Turns out we've got a little bit of time to wait until our Eve window, which is a little annoying because I've got simulation time underway. That's not what we want to do. I should have saved this on the launch pad. That would have been a good idea if I just did a... Hornets are worse than tarantulas. I agree, actually. Hornets are worse than tarantulas. Everyone's scared of tarantulas. I'm like, but these guys only eat spiders. Why would you be scared of them? Like, it's not going to eat you. Like, its mouth is smaller than your thumb. How is it going to eat you? Anyway, we're getting up to sort of the right sort of height. That cluster of engines on the bottom there. I like the design. I like this. Ooh, I wish this and this one matched. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That would have looked pretty good. If these had gone the same direction. If they'd all gone up and down, that would have been good. Okay, how high up are we right now? We're just about to buzz... Oh, you hear that? You hear that? Dulcet tones of orbit. Well, of space, anyway. We're not quite up into orbit yet. We're going to wait until we get within 20, 30 seconds of my apoaps here. Maybe we can do it a little bit faster than that. yeah, 20 or 30 seconds of apoaps, and then I will fire my engines and try and circularize up. We're probably going to lose the outer fuel tanks in that particular set of time. That's all good though. That's all good. So here's 30 seconds. Let's push it down to 20 or so. Actually, that looks pretty good from the back. Yeah, I know. It's amazing how good a bunch of rocket engines do look. I should have just fired those nerve rockets up as well. Save me just hauling them around with no actual like benefit to them. It is a nice pan. It is a nice pan. Thank you. Okay, we're holding at 14 seconds away from apoaps. I'm going to do, if I press F quickly, it turns my SAS off and back on, so that's pretty good. It'll just hold me in this place rather than pointing at my prograde, as I was. Oh, excuse me, a little bit of a tickly cough on today. I noticed that we've got a long way to go, though. A long way to go. It should be all good, though. Should be all good. We are now counting up towards our... Oh. Be gone with you. Avoid me. Avoid me. No explosions? No. Okay. Well, I suppose that's fine. Suppose that's fine. Now this one just needs to try and make its way. Ooh, hey. This one just needs to try and make its way up to orbit. It should be a-okay. We are a little distance. We're a little closer to it than I would like to have been. I'm going to try and put myself up to about 20 degrees. I was kind of hoping that first stage would have got us a lot closer, but as I said, it was not the most efficient of launch trajectories. I was going far too far upwards. I suppose we're beyond the point of this actually being a simulation now. I suppose we are. We've taken it to the point of no return, which of course is the top. Yeah, no boom booms. It's a little disappointing. As soon as we get this into orbit, I'm hoping that I can go and watch one of those land, but I'm not sure if we're going to get into proper orbit. Now, this was actually the thing that was going to take us into planetary, wasn't it? I remember now. Anything that this does is a bonus. I was kind of hoping that we'd have a bit of bonus, but that's cool. That's cool. Have they disappeared yet? They've not disappeared yet. Perhaps getting further away there. Let's just kind of push this over this way. 200, 100. Oh, they've gone. Oh well, looks like we'll not be... oh no, they're back there. Okay, that's even better. Come on, let's get it into the round. If I just start pulling down now, it's also going to pull my... Is down the way I want it to go? Is that what I actually want to do? We can wait till apoaps. Talking of waiting till apoaps, let's... If I do this is something I learnt whilst speed running. Yeah, you can do speed runs in Kerbal. And my favourite one is the in-game time in career going straight to the... Bet $1 that someone will mess up now that I've turned the simulation off. Yeah, you know it, man. You know it. Seriously, let's turn that way, eh? More turn. 53, 55, 57. We can do this. I believe in my rocket. Maybe a little... Oh, there we go. Okay. Now what I want to do is turn on up here my debris, and then... Oh wow, you're all a bunch of different things. That little cluster there, that needs to be got. Really need to go around and do more debris decontamination. Okay, cool. We get to watch these going down. It is one of my favourite parts of doing one of these big missions. No, not you. You. Come on. Come here. Give it. Thank you. Can we zoom out a bit? Is this the good view? Is this the view we want? I think this might be the view we want. I mean, we've got a long time to wait until we've got actual Eve encounter set up. So Eve transfer window. There's a lot of different stages to this. Solid fuel went some time to go. Oh no, it's the Separatrons. I see. Okay. Now, what's going to catch the wind as well as us, and what's going to go further? Let's zoom out a bit. We should be able to see. Oh, look! If I come around this way, we can watch the heating effects on this guy as well. Oh, that's nice. Don't normally get to do that. Look, these ones are burning up. They're all doing it. They're all doing it. Oh, that's cool. So cool. I'm going to drink some hot chocolate. So cool. I'm going to drink some. Are we just going to end up with a bunch of debris? I think we're going to. I'm impressed that they're all falling so close to each other. I'm impressed that they're all falling so close to each other. I would have thought they would have spread out like several kilometers by now. Fireworks at last. It's nice, right? It's nice. Yeah, it's a little boring when I'm actually like doing the mission properly. Like nothing explodes. It's all right. We're going to Eve. Yeah, we've got many more explosions to do. Many more explosions to do. Let's speed this up a bit. We're beyond the point of it being like explosively fast. Bam, bam, bam. Awesome, awesome. Who needs debris cleanup? Hey, who needs debris cleanup? Gilly Station, you, if I can, please. No, all right. We'll go to the tracking station. Whatever. Well, that's it. Point of no return. Now we have spent all the money. There's no way of going back. So as soon as you leave the actual ship, it's done for. It's done for. So we got 213 days. I'm gonna like zoom right out and just watch the majesty, in fact, not the majesticness, the majesty of orbital mechanics. I think we can go like right up to max speed. What's going on with Jeb and Elu? Oh look, Joule and Elu almost touched there. I'm fairly sure that's like not allowed in orbital mechanics. I'm fairly sure when Joule's down here, Elu's supposed to be over there. Like that's how resonances work, right? Oh, too much stuff being processed. I think too much stuff being processed. We're gaining and losing all of these rocks all the time, and I think that's actually because it's creating and losing entire ships every time it does that. It's just one of the ways that the asteroids are created. Is this one the one that we brought back one day? Is this our asteroid? It is our asteroid, isn't it? Yeah. So this one we stuck into orbit around Kerbin. Unfortunately, the moon caught hold of it and gave it a little whip out into the outer solar system. So that's a little unfortunate that we stole this thing from the sun and then it took it back. It's life, though, I suppose. It is life. Okay, so how are we going to be leaving Kerbin today? Are we going to go a straight burn towards Eve? Or are we going to leave at Kerbin, get into the same orbit as Kerbin, if you will, you know, roughly the same orbit, but also at the same time then use that new orbit to try and plan out where we're going to Eve? Whilst that sounds more complicated than fly straight to Eve from Kerbin, it's probably the easier set of maneuvers to do. So I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do here. I don't know what we're going to do. Let's go back to viewing Kerbin, shall we? Things should be spinning around unbelievably fast in here now. Let's zoom in. Let's watch everything around it just go nuts. Spinny spin, 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 spin. Look at all that. Just look at all that. Things are going round. Debris is being destroyed. I don't know if debris is being destroyed. That's kind of one of the things we hope for, right? Right, we're getting close enough for time to start kicking down. Oh yeah, kick it. Now that we're getting that close, we should be able to... Cheap orbital craft. Orbiting Kerbin. I should probably bring some of these things back at some point. Cheap orbital craft. What was that? Like, honestly, what type of ship is that? I've had terrible YouTube backing music stuck in my head for the past couple of days, like the stuff King of Random uses. You know it's bad if he's using it. Fun fact about the Polish language: Gilly is pronounced the same way as the sound you make when you tickle someone in Poland. Oh right, so instead of going that's Gilly Gilly Gilly. Is that what we're saying? sounds like what we're saying. I'm going to go with that. Okay, we go to Eve, which means we want to go backwards. We want to slow ourselves down relative to Kerbin, which, from vast amounts of experience, I know is here. And then we leave like that. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. What I want is this yellow line to be going the same direction as this purple line, like that. And that means we're getting like ultimate. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Set as target. We're getting the ultimate, like, just going backwards-ness, because what we're trying to do is slow down from Kerbin's orbit, right? So if we have any of that way or this way, it's like we're making a radial burn, and that's not what we want to do. We want to go... Who should do an overly complicated gravity assist from Jewel, 10 Kerbin flybys, 5 Juna flybys, and 2 Mohove. Maybe one day I will. Maybe on one day I will. Those are the type of missions that really do intrigue me. Just not very good at them. My gravity assist game is weak. Okay, are we in line? Are we not in line? Have we gone too far? I think we might have gone too far. Let's get this ascending node sorted. Can I have a look, please? Oh wait, ascending node wants to go down, right? Indeed, ascending node wants to go down. Now, I know this is the slower way of doing it, pushing the node rather than pulling at it. But I can hold my mouse over the ascending node while we're doing that. So, I mean, I suppose that kind of makes sense. The last second. I mean, look how close that is right there. 4, 3, 2, 1. I mean, that's pretty good. I'll go with a little bit more. You know, I'll even go with a little bit more. Okay, can we tweak that one to get close? Not that way. Oh, no. No. Good effort, but no. Okay, let's do it like this. Add maneuver, let's pull this down here. Get that to be descending. Then we want to use this Kerbin maneuver over here, which is going to be the awkward one to sort out, but it's the one we actually want to sort out. Can I go faster or slower? I can go slower. Bam. Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. That's costing more and more and more than what I want. Let's try this again, shall we? We are ready to go, so you go away. Be gone with you. Add this maneuver. You know what? I think I might just do it blind. Are you ready for this, guys? Are you ready? We're gonna do a maneuver there. I don't know exactly how much we're gonna do, but I'm gonna give myself a rough. I say I was gonna do it blind. I'm gonna do it to rough approximations. So what I'll do is I'll go, Eve is at 9.5, we come over here, we've got 9.2, I don't want to be quite that far down, so let's get this again and go 9.2, 9.4, 9.6, okay, we'll go with that one. We'll just do this burn, and then when we're out there, we'll do it. Change is good. Change is always good. Hello, Kaziz. Kazix? I don't know whether that's a Z or an X on the end of your name, but hi, welcome. Alright, what are we doing? I'm pointing that way, and we're going to get ready to burn. I don't know how long this burn is going to last. 1,000 delts. I don't even know if we've got 1,000 delts in this current... Yeah, we do. Okay, we can just about make that, like, this burn. It's probably going to take more than a minute, though. Probably. Who knows? Who knows? Alright, we're ready to roll? I'm ready to roll. I'm just gonna go. Just gonna go. Over the course of like the entire solar system, that tiny little change there is not gonna mess me up too bad, I don't think. Let's get in here and see what's going on. Oh, look at that. That's actually a bit too far out that way. Maybe I should have waited. Oh well. Now we're doing it now. Point of no return. Let's keep going. Ooh yeah. Who cares if we're going to spend a couple of hundred extra delts? we should have the fuel. I kind of made allowances for fuel. Because I've tried this before. For those of you who are not aware, I've tried Eve missions before. They've always gone wrong. Okay, how's this? How's this looking? Still quite a way out, but what I want to do is wait until the prograde matches up. I want to wait till I am... Let's come up here. Let's come up here. Let's come up here. I want to wait till I'm here. Can I do it here? Where's that sending me? I've never clicked one of these, like, inside. Yeah, I want to get rid of that. One day, hey? Can we do it quicker than that? I want to know what happens if I do it like this. Sorry, experimentation. Always a good one, right? Especially when going to somewhere that you know you have trouble with. That's 11. You don't appear to be turning in the way you want to go. Okay, chat is quiet today. Hello everybody in chat. How is everybody doing out there? I hope you're all having good times. Good times. How many of you have made it out to how many of you have made it to Eve, landed and returned? Let's find that question out. I know it's not many. I know it's not many. What did I say I wanted? 9.5. 9.5. There we go. Right, now everything else we can do from here. Add maneuver. Let's get this right. Bring this down to be equal. Where am I? Where do I leave? Where do I leave? I leave here. I'm going to do a small set of correctional burns here. Not that way. Let's cool up these numbers. I left when the alarm clock said there should be good fine. That's more, that's less. We're going to play the more or less game a lot. This one makes me get further away. This one makes me get closer. Can I do it like this? Or where did that just suddenly become bigger? There we go, there's an approach. Always enjoy a good approach. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's go with that one. Let's go with that one. Gotta wait till I'm turned. Hey Carl, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you there. Or both? No. RJ's not returned. Alright, well, cheers, man. Carl is bored. Man, what's going on, man? What's going on? Let's walk to the next maneuver. About to run out of oxidizer. To be fair, we were planning to run out of oxidizer outside... sorry, in orbit of Kerbin. So we've done alright. We've done alright. Indeed we have. Now, the trick here is to make all these line up. And hopefully we can do it with meter per second precision. Because we're going to end up dropping a load of debris from this. And if we're going to drop debris, I want to be exact about it, you know? Bring this down to the very last meter per second. Boom. No, not the very last. Hey, Kerbal Nerd. Late again. How could you be bored by watching it? Indeed. I mean, surely even if you just laugh at... Oh, he won't let me do that. Even if you just laugh at the way I do stuff, I mean, that's entertainment, right? That is entertainment right there. What's next maneuver node? This should be good, actually. Man, all our correction burns are being made with the orange tanks. This was supposed to be the one that did that. This little section in here. So, I mean, like, overkill has been for the win. Yeah, which lake are you going to jump into, Kerbal Nerd? What is your favourite lake? Everybody out there, what's your favourite lakes? Oh, RJ's not returned from Eve. Okay, I've got it. I know what he's answering to now. RJ, I just like to say your name like that, buddy. I'm sure I've got it wrong. It's just stuck in my head. Just stuck in my head. What's my periaps there? 70 kilometers. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, are we at the point where we want to make it? We're about 30 seconds off. I'm just going to slowly start this burn going down. That might be a little bit soon. We'll see what happens. What I might do, actually, is just kill that, and then we get to see what's going on. At some point, this will just snap into place, right? Right, yeah. Oh, there goes out. Is that all our oxidizer? I didn't turn it off, so it must be. Wait, so where's the extra... Oh, it's up here. Aha. Okay, so these are going to fire. Sepratrons are going to fire. And okay, I'm gonna press stop, and we're gonna stage. Go on, be gone with you. All right, I think I'm gonna move my engines out of the way now. Bye. Oh, that was fun, right? I'm gonna go forwards a little bit more, and just carry on looking at. Is that anti-normal? Yeah, indeed it is. I want to get closer to this. Ooh, that was too far, but still. Are we now too far? Are we not? Is this going to work? Is it not? Is it because, like, is it because liquid fuel is... Wait, where are the extra engines firing? These ones. These are firing. Well, I mean, that was a little thing that messed up there, but that's nothing really to worry about. Shut down that engine. I will be sure to grab fuel before we leave. I probably won't. Is now a good time to quick save? Do you think now's a good time to quick save? I'm going to quick save. Oh, look at that. We everybody came up with the idea at once. What lake? The kind of full of fish. My favourite lake is Sninadwe. I'm going to take a guess at. No, full of sharks and piranhas. That's good. Oh, is that the biggest lake in Poland? All right, cool. Oh, surely you must have realised number 3 is Polish by now. That crude sense of humour just screams Eastern European. No, it's not really a way that I think, honest. Okay, what we got over here? Oh, this is getting closer. I want to pull this down to about 0. I also want to cool this down to about 0, but like right now, this is a good way of going about it. 3, come on. Oh yeah. I want that to come over there, and then we're going roughly equatorial. As I won my bet, I give $1. No, nothing went wrong. It definitely didn't deserve the effed up that you said it would happen. Okay, let's go like this. Man, do you guys get this line occasionally and just be like, man, can you not go? You kind of show it, though. He does kind of show it. It's true. Okay, let's kill that alarm. This is the sphere of influence we're going for. For anybody that's wondering what this is Jeb. Jeb is out in the middle of nowhere. He's trying to get to Elu, but he keeps messing up badly. Elu's harder to get to than I thought. I'll be honest. Elu's... Oh, there's Eve. There's Eve. Which way are we going to come in? Hi. 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 Come on, let's do a thing. Let's do our thing. We've got to stop at Gilly, right? Do you reckon we can do an aero brake? I don't think I can do an aero brake. The main reason is that my my heat shields are too low down. Not too low. They're on the wrong stage, should we say. Okay, there's Gilly. Set as target. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Let's do it. Can I do the target one of these? What happens if I try and do that? I've got a feeling bad things are going to happen if I try and do that, because we're not coplanar with it. So we... I mean, I suppose this does get us coplanar. We're going to try it. We're going to try it. So what have we got here? We've got liquid fuel on the bottom. That's the one that's going to be doing all the oomph right now. Yeah, I think that's cool, though. I think that's cool. Go! Got a little bit of wobble on the go. We've lost the struts that were holding us together, but I think we're doing all right. This is going to be interesting. Is this really where I wanted to do this, or do I want to go down to periaps? I think I might want to go down to periaps. Losing about 1 a second is going to take us 100 seconds. That's roughly 2 minutes, give or take. So let's go to about here. Warp here. Noodle drive. By the way, Twitchi, you said you have a tank that's only 15 parts. Yeah, I'll show it. It's rubbish. It's literally wheels a thing. Go and watch Collaborative Warfare, man. First episode of Collaborative Warfare, second episode, something like that. That's where the tanks come out. That is where the tanks come out. Much like Wise, I have all these designs, but I've only really got pictures now. Okay, the burn is on. And it's going well. I'm up at double speed, so let's see what's going down here. Oh, we didn't have aero braking capabilities on this craft. We specifically left it out, didn't we? I don't think we're noodle driving quite yet. Man, when I was here was definitely the point where I wanted to actually slow down. That would have brought us into a nice elliptical orbit that matched Gillies. But we're not going to go through even a third of our fuel doing this, I don't think. So I'm going to go up to ×3 speed because it's already taken far too long. far too long. What is our speed right now? We're getting good. Let's go for orbit, surface. Let's go for a surface one. Oh no, target. Let's just slow our orbit down. Yeah, we must be moving unbelievably fast, referencing the surface of Gilly, right? Come on, buddy, let's do this times 4. Is the Kraken going to punish us for this times 4? No, I think Kraken's going to let us be for now. I think the Kraken's going to let us be. Oh, I clicked outside my screen. I can't see what's going on. Oh, bad timing. Bad timing. All right, let's slow this down. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. X. So I kind of want to try and enter Gilly from here, right? Like this. Is that a winner? I mean, that's the beginnings of a winner, if nothing else. Where do I match up with Gilly's orbit? This is the question. So something like that. That's going to put us on a passing orbit of Gilly, and we'll try and figure out what's going on after that. That sounds pretty good to me. To load in 37 days. Well, we've got 12 days, 12 years to waste, so why not? Why not? Let's come down to the front. Oh, man. I really was expecting to have the Eve mission underway by now. I don't know why. I should have known. I should have known. What's next? Maneuver node? Noodle drive! Could be a thing. Could be a thing. Let's kill this. Yeah, look at that. Got to get proper coplanar with it. And we will. We'll get there. Of course we'll get there. At the point now where I'm like, well, can't we do all these burns twice as fast? And yeah, I suppose we can if we just kind of times up the speed like this. Get down and round, get our thing going. Did I just read the comment for the third time? I did. It's kind of your fault for not providing new things to read another 3. I mean, you're my moderator. You're supposed to do this stuff, right? That's totally how it works. Anti-normal. I mean, do you not like noodle drives? Do you not like talking about noodle drives? It's all about the noodle drive chatter. Right, I ain't interested in that anymore. I want to know what my descending node is. No, I actually want to know what my descending node. Give it. Thanks. Oh, it's coming back up this time. Okay, so let's add a maneuver. Let's try and get into position. And hopefully, somewhere along that, we'll find the place where we can actually... Oh, that's painful. Let's just sit in that orbit and see what happens. Kitty border controls refuse your entrance without the proper papers. It's trouble. Would you consider daft, as in you're a daft thing? Yeah, well, that's good. Daft's okay. I mean, it's less offensive than idiot, so I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Hop to the next maneuver node. Is that Kerbin over there? That is Kerbin. Oh, look how close we are. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. We're going to have constant communication. Constant communication. Alright, let's swing this round. Swing this round, get the bases of our orbit lined up, and then hopefully, a little time later, we should be able to match up and get the orbit going well. There should be, what's the word I'm looking for? Intercepts all along this orbit now. All along this orbit. If everything works out alright. Let's just speed this up. Oh, we're into the red zone. Maybe I don't want to do it quite as powerfully as that. Just trying to keep the burns going as quick as possible. My paper is an S&W 5 Magnum. Nice, man. I think they might even stop you a little bit more severely if you did that. I think they'd be even more insistent that you had the right papers. I mean, they look like I should be close, right? Is that where Gilly is? And then I'm going slower because I'm in a bigger orbit. Ah, really? Is that not how it's working out? We are too different. We're just too different. Okay, we'll try and set up an actual encounter after this one. Add maneuver node. Let's just make it bigger. It was there. Did you guys see that? I saw that. Where was it? Ah, come on. Ah, no, come on. You're kidding me, right? That close and you're still like, nah, that's not good enough. There is a... There! That's the one I want. That's the one I want. We're going to set that one up. We're still going through a quite fast pace of time, actually. Space, it's weird. Space is weird. You can think you're like really nailing it, and then you find out you missed by a couple of 100 kilometers. It's like, ah, no. Oh, no. Okay, we're nearly there. Whoop. Warp, burn, repeat. We good? Good enough for me. Get this down to the last couple of seconds, and then we'll do whatever tweaks we can with the RCS. I think that's probably a good idea. So we kill that like that. Go, alright, where is my... Why is that not close? Okay, using the RCS to push closer. That's a pretty good one right there. That is a good one. Let's warp around, and we'll figure out how we can get... Oh, we're going to have to slow down pretty hard here. Slow down pretty hard. The good thing is that we can just set the satellite loose. Let the satellite get into position. Oh, we need to be in orbit for this Gilly mission. Put your station in orbit. Yeah, okay, it needs to be in orbit. That's fine. We can live with that. We can definitely live. Okay, are we actually in said orbit yet? We're not in said orbit yet. It's a little annoying. I would like to have been. We're not there yet. Where are you? Gilly. There you are. You still don't have a grip of me though, do you? Don't think you do, because downwards, according to the nav ball, is like that way, which I think is towards Eve, not towards Gilly. So that's a thing. When it comes to overkill, I'm pretty good at it. Okay, just curious, how is the progress with your contract? Doing exactly the same as I said this morning, because all I've done is had breakfast and done this stream. Not really been able to do much with anything for that. Is that the inn? Is that the inn? Is that where we go in? That is where we go in. Okay, that's cool. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not a contract, by the way. It's an entire contract pack. It's going to be like a storyline, if you will. Because like everybody seems to be in this, I'm just going to do a contract thought mindset for it, and that's terrible. It's rubbish. I was supposed to release that yesterday. I also wanted to do the second mission at some point, the second game that we had, because that one we all performed a lot better on. Well, I did anyway. I don't know what you guys were doing, so it's a shame that we couldn't really keep everybody's point of view on camera, but like that would require a full-time editor to go through and do it. I'm having trouble keeping up as it is. You may have noticed my editing game has been a little bit off of pace recently. I was really sure that we had to do an orbital station here, but okay. Oh man, this is going to cost. This is going to cost. Okay, I think that's how I want to be. Like so. Yeah, that's the burn I want. It's going to take time. Don't even remind you of that game, you're still mad. You did alright, buddy. You did alright. Literally German in World War II, first stage strong, and then gets messed up in the end. Yeah. No. I mean, like, if anything, you can think of it more like an XCOM scenario, but there's another set of life forms out there. This is why I was playing around with the Galactic Neighborhood mod and stuff like that. But there's another set of life forms out there. They're starting to encroach in from the outside in. You've then got to go and, like, push them back a little bit. You know, they'll be, like, you'll be doing the scouting, the finding the bases, the figuring out what you need to send in. There's going to be battleships and all sorts of stuff that are just going to make it hopefully quite an immersive military pack. Because the military packs out there are dire. Just absolutely dire. They're all like, yeah, go and destroy this single ship that I've put out there. It's like, oh, that's minimal effort that you could have put in. That's how I see it, anyway. That is how I see it. I'm sure people will be like, oh, but the defense contracts thing, just the everything. Yeah, just the everything. Do you not want and everything? You want just everything. Okay, I can do that. So Star Wars guy. I don't know if you've watched Star Wars, but there's not much war in Star Wars. I don't know. I don't know what you would liken it to, but yeah, why not Star Wars? Why not? Okay, 10 minutes to go. I detect a crash incoming. Not sure what. Let's do a quick save then. Thanks. Okay, are we there yet? Are we close enough to even start burning? Not sure when. Now. Not quite now. We're getting closer to now, but not quite now. I actually think I want to go here. 2, 1. Okay, this seems good. This seems good. Let's do it. Boom. Those are some powerful engines compared to what I thought I was going to do. Okay. Still pretty cool though. It's not quite right. That's good. It's a start. Oh, too high up. Too high up. Wow, number 3 really wants that crash. Okay, is that better? That's better. And then when we're over this side, I'm just going to add a little bit of one of those, and then also a little bit of one of these, and that should put us bang on, bruv. I meant Star Wars Clone. I've not actually watched Clone Wars. I've been meaning to for like, you know, ever since it came out. But yeah, maybe it's like the problem is I'm always making videos, so I never know. I never have time to squeeze stuff in. Or at least that's the reason I give. Working on these contract packs recently. It took all of my week just to get 5 contracts done. 6 contracts done. All of my week, and I was and ahhing about whether to premiere them here, how to show them off, be like, oh, first time showing of this new contract pack. But I'm not happy enough with it yet. I am not happy enough with it. I'd like to get something like Kerbal Paint in there. Can we go faster, please? I just want to go a little bit faster along this way. I can't even ×2 it. This is a long, slow trip around Gilly. That's the problem with Gilly. There's a lot of long, slow trips. Okay, do I now actually release the probe? Because we've done the station around Gilly. I'm now going to move this around Eve. And we'll just launch this and let this get into the right place. I think that's probably the idea we want, right? I think so, anyway. So I'm going to decouple that. Boosh. That should now be floating free. It is. Do you have the same maneuver? Ah, that's terrible. Oh, well, there we go. We did that one then. Without even meaning to try. I was like, where's my orbit gone? Nope. Okay, so with that in mind, we want to just kind of fall into orbit of Eve. There it is. So I'm going to kill this. Not like bang bang you're dead, but are we going this way around? So we want to leave from a periapse and literally just go like that, and that puts me into a good orbit around. Oh, look at that, nice. Yeah, bring it down. Okay, that's a bit of a weird kick out there. But if I do that, that shouldn't be a weird kick. That should now be just a smaller orbit. Look at that, perfect. Perfect. This is what we're talking about. That's what I'm talking about anyway. So it turns out, good old Modra in here doesn't know how to face towards the maneuver node. That's crazy. It was the satellite doing all of that the whole time, doing all that work. Turns out I didn't twist my ankle, it just broke your calf bone. Wow, dude, breaking your calf bone, that takes some doing. That takes some doing. Wow, calf bone. Well, how did you do it? Oh, you fell down the stairs, right? In England, we have a running joke whenever someone says they fell down the stairs with, it's like, yeah, domestic abuse. I don't know if that's a running joke or one of these sort of satirical acknowledgements that domestic abuse is a bad thing that we should try and keep on top of. But, you know, that's the thing. Close to the foot. Yeah. Come on, Gilly. We want to go. We want to leave. We're going to leave by leaving on this side. We're definitely spinning the wrong way around the planet, aren't we? That's something to bear in mind. So we've got a satellite just randomly drifting around Gilly. We could probably put that somewhere as well. I've got a feeling when I get there what I actually want to be doing is prograde, but I'm gonna hold on to this. I always find it a little annoying how much these two drift out from each other, despite the fact that you point them at them. Walked into... Yeah, that's the one. Walked into the door, fell down the stairs, that sort of stuff. Hit myself on the door. Okay, fair enough. Maybe we've just got more stairs to push people down around here. Maybe. So we've done the missions we set out to do. Fairly sure if I'd put a decent heat shield on that, what's the word I'm looking for? On that satellite, I could have got it going to Eve. Periaps of 420. I suppose we'll circularize over there, and then we'll just leave this in orbit around Eve. Come on, buddy, faster. So one of the mods I'm definitely going to get on the next mod pack is Smarter Time Warp. That enables me to, like, just go, no, I don't want these limits, I want to go faster. I think that would be a good idea. I think that would be a very good idea. Okay, I can see Eve. Now seems like a good time to turn towards the prograde and start burning. It's not swollen, it's just bruised. Okay, that's cool, man. That's cool. The swelling is the hardest bit to deal with, like, honestly. Trying to deal with the fact that your foot won't even fit in your shoe anymore. That's always awkward. Okay, let's leave. We're left. I'm just going to leave like this and we'll go do some birds. No. I've changed my mind. We're not going to just leave like this. Something like... that looks pretty good. Nah, just keep it burning. Just keep it burning. Which means you'll have a cast on Monday. Nice. I mean, if it's broken, yeah. I mean, splints are good enough. If it's towards the end of your bone, the rest of your body structure will hold it together. Do you guys get the? Because the last time I had a cast was like 15 years ago, and I had the old school plaster cast ones. I'm not sure if you guys get that or not. But now they don't do that. They do a 3D printed plastic mesh that they put round your arm and plaster that in. Just wondering whether you guys get that or not. How backwards is your healthcare system? Is it like the Americans where you have to pay for everything? A friend of mine went to America last week. And his son is allergic to everything, like just everything. But they were wary about the healthcare system anyway. But someone had to go and buy some paracetamol. I presume you guys know what paracetamol are, just like standard low-cost painkillers, which in Tesco's, the local supermarket around here, you can pick up for 15 pence for 36 or something like that. Yeah, real cheap. In America, it's $5 for a small pack, for half the size pack. It's like, how do you've got like your drug service is not burdened down with the NHS or whatever, you know. Their American pharmaceutical industry is not having to pay to the government cheaply, yet still they charge the people a nose and a leg. It's like, this is not proportional, guys. Whoever's convinced you that this is what's supposed to be, like, paracetamol's cheap to make. Cheap to make. Pronounced paracetamol. Yeah, that's the one, yeah, that's the one. I assume these are things that everybody has in every country, even I don't know. Oh, Weathercat guy, hello, buddy. How's it going? You've turned up as we are busy slating the American healthcare system. Not even the... I don't know what convinced us either. Yeah, there we go. You caught it. Good. You caught it. It's like, if paracetamol costs 16 pence to make here, it can't suddenly cost more in America. That's what confuses me. That's what confuses me. In World War II... no, whilst that is funny, I'm not going to repeat that on stream. Feeds into classic British stereotypes. Yeah, language use. I'm well known for it, you know. Okay, let's get there, man. Let's get there. We've now got an orbital station around Eve. This was not supposedly going to be our aim for today, but it's what happened anyway. So that's a thing. That is a thing. We were supposed to be trying to touch something down on the surface of Eve. I do have to point out, let's just switch over here quickly. Technically, so I was going to show you something on the surface of Eve and go, technically, I've done that. Hey Forrest, welcome. With this crash, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure. I will see you next time, where we are actually going to put something on the surface of Eve. Tuesday. Tuesday we're going to put something on the surface of Eve. Here, you guys can look at this now. And then hopefully next time we will actually... yeah, I know. Next time we will actually have my new contract pack up and running. Yes, sorry, Forrest. Sorry, Forrest. In fact, Forrest was the guy who went to America that we were just talking about with the paracetamol and stuff. So, if anybody wants to ask him about the American healthcare system, I told you something will mess up. It's true, it's true. I wanted to ask what happened to the war. So the war basically fell apart because, as with always, nobody else thought that they could actually put in the amount of work that was needed. So that just fell apart. But we're making a new thing where I, on my own, with the help of patrons, but they're not the ones doing the actual work, are putting a new story together. That's a little unfair. People are doing that, especially Zed. Zed is putting a lot of work in. And Sir Steve's putting a lot of script time in, though Steve seems to be missing some of the ideas of what is and isn't possible. But yeah, we talk through that all the time. So stay tuned for that. I've got the intro sorted. I'm sure I'll get the actual content sorted soon. It's taken me a month so far, but I'm putting a lot of the actual details together, the assets, if you will. That's not the one I want. This is the one I want. Yeah, what was all those random numbers? Did a keyboard get on your cat? Did a keyboard get on your cat? You gotta watch out for those keyboards. So Eve has not beaten me. As I was, I will show you right now. I will show you right now. Switch to. Hopefully this won't crash this time. This is what just caused the crash last time. Look, there is a thing on Eve. How has this beaten me? It's just because we put it in the water, it didn't make ground contact. And it's not like we missed land by a little bit. We missed land. So that, yeah, okay, being poor beat me. Oh, I mean, yeah, true, being poor, yeah. I mean, we did get the money now to hopefully go along and build that craft. Should we find out? I was supposed to have wrapped up a second ago, but, you know, we're going to carry on. Oh, but literally, as I'm wrapping up, double the number of people in stream. What is this? What is this? Another crash? No crashes here. What I want to know before we wrap up is whether I have enough money to launch this craft that we're supposed to craft. I did make it to Eve, and not only did I make it, well, I've got to come back from Eve, but this is what this craft is about. As soon as it opens, Oh, this is why I'm going to start a new career mode soon, guys, because just the waiting around for everything to get done is ooh, I don't like to wait. I don't like to wait. What did we call it? What did we call it? What did we call it? Can anyone remember what we called it? It wasn't Gilly Station. It was Twitchi's Dream. It was Twitchi's Dream. That's what we called it. LMNOPQRS. Twitch. There it is. I saw it. I saw it. Twitchi's Dream. Load. Yes, we 1.2. 1.2. Yes, indeed. So next Tuesday, this Tuesday, at 4 o'clock, no, 6 o'clock in the evening for me. Make some conversion, guys. The internet's a wonderful thing. We'll be launching this ship to Eve. It will land a probe on Eve and then fly a Kerbal back to Kerbin, at which point we would have finished Kerbal career mode, at least as far as I am concerned. But I will see you then when we're gonna do that. Bye! Alright, I will do it literally right now, Jay. Bye!